Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to May I Scraplift You. Now this is a series where we find an awesome layout somewhere on the internet and we scrapjack it. So today I am scrapjacking this one right here. It does have 3 photos, some contrasting colors. So I have got, 4 papers because that's how much you need, and 3 Disney photos. So let's see what I can do. Okay, so I'm starting out with the fishy stencil from Scrapping Reflections and some Brutus Monroe Glitter Glaze. Now this is the old formula of Glitter Glaze, and their new formula is even more sparkly and spreads so well. And you also get a half an ounce more. So I'm not going to not use the Glitter Glaze I already have in my stash. Just because a new formulation came out, I'm going to go ahead and use what I have because the product is amazing and I love it, and that's all I got to say about that. Now I will say, when you are using Glitter Glaze, I would recommend that you have one palette knife that you use specifically for Glitter Glaze. That is because those little glitters, they stick. They stick no matter what. You could clean it off, wash it off. You would have no glitter on that bad boy, and you would bring it back into your craft room, and miraculously there's a glitter on there. At least that's how it is in my house. So I am going to wrap up this entire jar of Glitter Glaze, and that makes me so happy. And why is that? Because when you use up the products in your room, you have more to buy more. You have that room to buy more, which is always fun for me. So this is a piece of obscure basic gray paper. It is called obscure. It isn't like an obscure paper that I'm going to go ahead and put my photos on. And I'm just going to mat them down. And then I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get them done. So my fishies are completely dry now, and I'm going to place that over top of this layer of paper. And what that is going to do, I wanted it to feel nautical, right? So I've got like the beachy distressed wood grain, wood plank paper. I've got kind of like the topography map, which could go for the water. And now I am going to go ahead and put this strip of orange paper down, pulling that directly off of Scrappy Adams' layout. And I did use my ATG and also my liquid glue because I am gluing on top of Glitter Glaze, and you need something to get into those nooks and crannies so that your adhesive will actually adhese. I am going to pop up this bad boy on Fun Foam, and my one pair of scissors right here is kind of, there's a lot of Fun Foam left on those scissors, but one thing that you can use to get sticky things off of your scissors, which my friend Lynn let me know down at our Scrapping Reflections retreat, the stamp cleaner from Brutus Monroe cleans adhesive off of your scissors really, really well. So that is a fun little bonus fact. So now I'm going to get these photos figured out where I want them to be on the page. And again, I used the liquid adhesive because I am gluing over top of Glitter Glaze. So I didn't have them all in a straight line. I have them ever so slightly kind of layered up on top of each other. And then I have the Prince Eric and Ariel photo in the center. And I wanted that one to be in the center because of my title. So my title is going to be Fall in Love and Kiss the Girl. So I wanted to make sure that that photo was there in the center, front and center for you guys. Now this poor little label, I try to put this poor little label on this layout the entire time I am creating this layout, and it doesn't make it. It just gets tossed to the side, and it's really sad. I do have a Dottie About flare up at the top that is going to go in that layout, but I also want to cover up. It feels like this top part is a little awkward, and that's where I totally rammed my head into the camera stand, so I had to make a little bit of change there, put it back. So now with this other dotted paper here, it doesn't feel like there's an awkward gap to me. It just spans the fact that the photos are at different heights, and I just really like that. So I had these cameras from one of the Enamel papers that I had fussy cut out at retreat. I decided that I was going to take my last moments to get some sort of project done, and that was cutting out those cameras. So I'm going to overlap that with the flare, and now I'm going to have this great little cluster up at the top of my page. Now I've said it before and I'll say it again, fun foam fits perfectly in the back of these flares. It is an awesome fit. So I'll go ahead and get that down, and now I need to figure out what I'm doing with my life. Like, I know that my title needs work and I've brought it out, and now I'm just kind of, playing around and kind of avoiding the title because I don't know what exactly I'm doing down there yet. So I add in this little kind of flag pennant type thing up here in that cluster. And it's just introducing a little bit of those traditional Disney colors. My layouts for the albums, the Disney trips that I'm working on now, I don't think right now there's no like overlying theme. There's no like color scheme, there's no theme. I'm just kind of doing what I want to do in the moment. So, but I felt like I still needed that little bit of traditional Disney color in there. So I don't know. I don't know what the albums are going to look like when they're finished. Hopefully good. So I am going to add in these little bits over top of the photos on the left and the right hand side of the layout. And that is because Scrappy Adam has some things on his side of the layout. And while I am definitely scrapjacking here, I am trying to make it my own. A lot of the times when we scrapjack, we want our page to look just like theirs, and a lot of the times you want to like put your own little spin on it, and that's definitely what is happening here. I have a couple more layers. I added glitter fish, so I'm going to use these Cocoa Vanilla Studio enamel dots to just sprinkle around the page. He does have a bunch of multicolor enamel dots together, and mine are just going to be heart-shaped, and I figured that heart-shaped worked well, especially with my subject material. So now I've got Fall in Love and I'm just decorating the little label here without having the rest of my title done, but that's fine. It's totally fine. So now I've got to figure out the rest of this title, but first I'm going to pull out my Vicky Booten sticker book to see if there's anything I can use out of here. So there's that poor little label sticker again, trying to be used, doesn't get used. I'm just, I feel sorry for the little label sticker. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. So now I've got these Vicky Booten stickers here, and I'm just going to place them around just to give a little bit more excitement to my layout. So I've got the hearts underneath of the Kiss the Girl moment. And now I'm going to put this little sentiment strip down. Now it ended up being almost the exact same size of that orange paper. So instead of it layering up there, I decided to layer it over top of one of the borders. And now I'm just finding little pieces that coordinate color-wise that I can add on just to give the layout a little bit more, because more is more. So here we are. Now I am going to grab this arrow, I'm going to overlap it here on this label sticker, and I think that is where I stop with the Vicky Booten stickers. Now I've got to figure out my title, but before I do that, I go to my Brad stash, and I have this seashell Brad that I figure would be perfect to layer up here, down here on this tiny little cluster. I mean, I do have a circular element in my cluster up at the top, so it's totally cool that I have a cluster down here at the bottom with the circular element as well. Of course, I washi tape the back because I do not want my brad tines to be poking through to any other scrapbook layouts. Now, to put this acrylic piece down, I do go ahead and use that Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. It is a great adhesive for putting down acrylics as well. I go into my stash and pull out some letter stickers. So these are Color Theory by Studio Calico, and they are pretty ancient, but I did have 2 S's on there, so that was pretty good. So now I am going into my mini markets, and now I'm going to spell out girl, and then I bring in yet another letter sticker for the word the. Now these bad boys have no stick to them whatsoever, so I need to add some adhesive onto them to make sure that they stick on the page, because I really don't need them falling off in the couple weeks that it takes me to wrap up the month and put my layouts in page protectors. So I keep all of my layouts in a pile. I share the monthly layouts that I did at the end of the month, and then they get put into page protectors. So some layouts are out for an entire month, some layouts are out for a couple days. It just matters, you know, it's just where they fall. So there it is, you guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you check out everyone down below who is also scrap jacking this weekend, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.